So welcome back to Call of the Wild. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We're not just jumping in, walking around and just seeing what we can find today. We are talking a specific topic because as of right now, as of recording this, the stream has just taken place for the next feature or update for Call of the Wild. And it's something called the Great Ones. If you've been around the community or you've been listening to what's been going on, it won't be any surprise as to what's been coming. Although, today we got the reveal for it. Now, again, I want to stress to everybody watching this video right now, I try, and so does Taco as well, who's here, by the way. Hi, Taco.
Hello.
We try and make sure that we keep the videos positive and light, and if we do get annoyed, which everybody does with a game, we try and not let that show through all the time. And obviously with Call of the Wild as of late, there's been so many issues on my end with performance and bugs, and the same for Taco, especially with the bugs, that we've kind of taken a little bit of a breather from the game. Now, as I've mentioned, the devs did I guess it was it a reveal? I guess it was just like an update video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a reveal too. I mean, they did actually spawn them in repeatedly and show what their antlers looked like.
There is a brand new level of animal coming to the game, and they're calling them the Great Ones. Now, if you've been watching the series for Call of the Wild for quite some time, you'll know that me and Taco have touched on this for probably the best part of 2 years, when we mess around talking about cool animals that they could implement and stuff, or even like storylines for those animals. I genuinely believed, it's funny, we got a whitetail over to the right. I genuinely believed that they were going to do this when I first heard they were introducing fabled animals, which, by the way, is the new level. So currently in the game of Call of the Wild, we go up to level 9 right now, which is legendary. There is now a level 10, which is going to be added to the game. Not yet.
Yeah, it is. It's coming on the 28th of April.
So I'm going to give you guys my opinion, and then I'm sure Taco is going to want to give his too, because I think, like I've just said, it's important that if we do take breaks from the game, we be completely transparent with everyone. And in particular, this one, I've got a bit of a soft spot for, because ever since I've been playing Call of the Wild, I've always tried to give suggestions to the community of players, to whoever watches the videos, and even the devs from time to time. I make no secret about that. So whenever we do the videos where we're playing around, I know we've said Bigfoot like countless amounts of times, but whenever we've done a video, the one that sticks in my mind the most is when I was playing on Medved. When I was talking about they could have the creatures that they have in the missions, like, for example, spoilers, if you haven't finished the missions, click off the video right now. But if you haven't finished the missions, there is a bear that you can get on the Medved map. Now, that bear, as far as I can remember, looked very different to the rest of the bears on the reserve. And I remember going with the idea that they could potentially make the bear a little bit bigger, not hugely bigger than what the bears are already at, like not grizzly size for the Medved map, but let's say if it's a brown bear size and it's got a completely unique fur type, possibly with scarring all over its body from past fights and scrapes it's had with hunters and stuff, and you can see this thing's completely weathered time. And maybe, just maybe, if you were lucky enough to find this animal, which in theory would be a fabled animal, then it would come with a storyline. You could basically have a story for an animal that only you would have, and it would be unique to you because of how rare the animal is. Now, based off what I saw on the update today, it just seems like Diamond 2.0. It just feels like they've added another style of animal, which really didn't look too different by it. It just looked like it added a load of spikes to the antlers on top of a whitetail's body. There was really no difference on the animal. I'm not looking for anything crazy or anything, but something just distinctive aside from the rack to signify that that is a fabled creature. The clue is in the name, in my opinion, at least. A fabled creature should be something of legend, of that someone has spoken about, like grandfather has passed that information down to, you know, when you were a kid and used to tell stories about this whitetail that's on this reserve where we're looking on the game right now, and somewhere out there years ago he remembers spotting this whitetail with a massive rack, and even that potentially had like scars on its body from fighting other males off in rut and stuff. That's right, isn't it, Taco? I did say that right, didn't I, with rut and things? Yep. And then maybe with the tines, you can have a few of them broken off, so it looks like he has actually been battling other animals as well. And like Taco's told me in the past as well, certain whitetails or any animal with antlers can have velvet on them as well. That would be a nice touch. I mean, I'm saying this, I don't know how hard it is to implement to the game, but I just feel like it's a real missed opportunity because, like I say, it just feels like Diamond 2.0. Now, I could be completely wrong with this, and that's the reason why we're making this video, because I wanted to get it out to you guys now to see what everybody thinks about the Great One. As of right now, we've only got the whitetail, but I am hearing that there's going to be more on different reserves. They haven't said anything about the animals that don't have racks, so any predator Great Ones. We haven't heard anything about that yet. So maybe if the devs do hear this, we can get that, like I say, that old bear that's weathered time and it's got scars all over its body, maybe bite marks all over its body from other males that it's challenged or something. I just think it would be incredible, and they could add those really cool stories to the backs of those animals like they do with the missions.
I'm with you 100%. It's my concern is they claim it's going to be harder to find than diamond, but in my opinion it should have been diamond. That's how diamonds should have been in the first place. Like, yeah. I've always preached this, but if they want to make it as hard to find or harder to find than diamonds, what they need to do is remove it from multiplayer games. It has to be removed from multiplayer games because that's how people cheese diamonds. That's how they always have been. They just jump from one multiplayer game to the next, and they go to their need zones that they always find their animals. They don't find what they're looking for. They go to the next multiplayer game. And they need to do that. They need to remove it from that. You have to play solo and roam around forever trying to find an animal.
It's important that we say that as well for everybody at home. We do get some people like asking, why don't we go diamond hunting and stuff? I can absolutely guarantee to everybody watching this video right now, myself and Taco spent, I'd say, 6 hours in one day where we weren't recording any videos or anything like that. We were just playing the game, and we used the tactics that a lot of people use for need zones, time zones, different times of day where you can see specific animals, obviously pre the latest few updates. We must have seen, what, 4 or 5 diamonds in one day?
Yep.
On 2 reserves. That's how easy it was to find them. So it's not like we don't want to get them. It's more organic if we do it this way. Like, we're just roaming around a reserve. We're using the binoculars and stuff. We're just trying to find those little key areas, those pockets of where the animals might be, you know, resting or something. And that is exactly why it goes hand in hand with the latest update.
Yeah, and then it just felt too cookie cutter. The antlers, the rack on it, just, it felt like they took.
It was boring.
Yeah. It was nothing. I mean, it had all sorts of tines, but that was it. It wasn't. If they're gonna do this, why not do it right? Why jump into it now? Why not do it right and have true rack system built in with it? Have drop tines, like you said, have velvet, you know, maybe some velvet hanging off of it, broken tines, scars on the body. Do the bodies different, you know, just
exactly.
Because a buck that big is going to be an old buck. It's lived 8 to 10 years. It's lived a life of, you know, fights and maybe even being shot, you know.
Another thing that I do want to say as well, I keep mentioning the scarring on the animals. It doesn't have to be that. So you brought up a good point of saying if they had mountain lions in the game, maybe, you know, you could see scars from like a mountain lion. But what about if it's just like a small indication that it's had something on it? So just for argument's sake right now, Taco, you're a whitetail, okay? You've got that massive rack on your head, but a normal body. But what about on a front leg or a hind leg or something? You've got like a bite mark that's healed, but the fur's not totally grown back.
Right.
And then when you get the animal, you actually see that a hunter a long time ago, I'm talking years ago, found this animal, and it was being attacked by, let's say, a mountain lion, and it managed to escape the clutches of the mountain lion and the actual hunter trying to take it down as well. And that was its story. That's why it has its fabled lore in the game. I don't know. There's so many they can do with that. And again, I want to make this very, very clear. This isn't a video where we're complaining. We always try and give props to the devs whenever they do something amazing, which we've done many, many times. But when we feel like there's stuff they could change or stuff they shouldn't rush or maybe make some amendments to things before it's released, then I think we have to say it, because when you guys ask us, what do you think about this in Call of the Wild? I think we had somebody recently asking, what about hyenas on Savannah? I think that'd be an amazing idea. Like, I genuinely do. Like, there's so much crocodiles in Savannah and stuff. Obviously, Savannah, I'm very biased because I want everything on that reserve. But I just feel like there's so much they can add. And number one is still, and always will be until it gets done, is the bug fixing. Imagine for a second, you're playing on your own, right? You're just going through Layton. Just walk up that hill, Taco. Just keep going. Walk up that hill. Go ahead of you. You've had nothing for like 4 days. It's been crap. No animals, nothing worth looking at. No cool furs, anything like that. And then you crest that hill. And at the very top, running solo, is a great one. A whitetail. How sick would that be? And you know how rare that animal is. Way rarer than a diamond.
Like the first time I spotted a diamond, or, you know, I realized, oh, that's a diamond, you know, it's that excitement that you feel, you know, before you really learn the game. Yeah, exactly what it should be. Like I said, what a diamond should have been from the get-go is what they say they're planning on doing with the Fabled. I live out in the country, right? I live way out in the country. I see deer every day. I've never seen a rack like that. I've never once, you know. And it's that rare, so it should be that rare.
I wouldn't even be mad as to say 1 in 1 million. I really wouldn't, even in the game. Yeah. Because imagine the excitement around the community if one person found it. And that's another... And there's a crash.
Oh, my. Now, I will be excited with the great ones. I'll be more excited if the antlers look different, the bodies and everything, if they're a little more unique. But like I said, as long as they are as rare, I'd like to see 3, 4, 5 months before I see anybody post on social media that they got one.
I would be happy if it went a year before anybody found one.
Same.
Let alone get one, just found one.
Just found one, yeah. Take a picture of it, whether or not they even get a shot at it. Yeah, heck yeah. That's where we kind of go to we always ask for slide bars for audio. I would love, okay, let's say right now we're playing max slide bar of spawned animals. So if you want to just go in and, have a good time, hunt some animals, right? But I would love to be able to dial it down from this point right here, not make it any higher, but be able to make it less as well. So, we, be like, all right, let's spawn the animals in. Let's do half the spawn or a quarter of the spawn.
I do think something like custom lobbies and stuff would be a fantastic idea for this game, though.
Yes.
I really, really do. Being able to... Oh, Taco, I've just found a 5 moose.
Really? So speaking of diamonds?
Yeah, that's a potential diamond. It could be diamond or gold, but there you go. That's how easy it was. Right, if he can come to you now, if he does that U-turn thing again. Right. So I dial that into 150. Show me that side. Come on. Oh, he stopped and then there's a tree in his way. I'm not risking it while there's a tree in his way. 338. Here we... Oh, he's just moved. That was perfect. Come on, go back to where you just were, big guy. Come on. Come on. Even if it's not a diamond, it's still a really nice looking one. Mm-hmm. It's got like that silver coat to it. I like that one. I should take that shot, but I think there's a tree just there. 25, 50, 25, 0.
Nice.
Down. Is down. Tango is down.
Nice shot. What?
Okay, so I'm going to go through it with you, okay?
Yep.
So, gender, well, class 8, gender male, weight was 609.17, fur type was common, tracking distance was 0.00 meters, difficulty 5, trophy type antlers, trophy organs skull, trophy rating 297.8. Diamond.
Nice.
Now, I have got a bit of a confession to make. I have messed up 3 massive diamonds out of all of the ones we've got, and I haven't really ever shown in the videos. This is the one that's always eluded me. And on the day where we start talking about we want things to be a lot rarer in the game because of that feeling, which is a good feeling, obviously, I get you today. What's your thought on the great ones, Taco?
Lackluster. Like I said, my main focus, I think it should be on patches. So, and then the looks of it, it's just too cookie cutter. I think they should have went in all the way and already had true rack system built into it, plus more into even the fur type of it and stuff, just to make it super unique, make it look super old.
Yeah, that's the key word, isn't it? The uniqueness to the animal.
Yes.
I'm with you. I think I'm a little bit let down with how it looks. I think it could be way better. I think once you get the animal, there should be some kind of like story that goes along with it. So only those people that manage to take a great one down, or a fabled leveled animal, I nearly called it a dinosaur then, a fabled leveled animal, it would be unique to them. And only those people will have seen it. Anything else to add before we end today, Taco?
Nope. Join the Discord if you want to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been a while since we've actually said that. If you are interested, guys, we do have a Discord. We do share a Discord. Link is down in the description as always. Feel free to join it. Fantastic group of people down there, and we'd love to see you and come and say hello. So I guess then, for now, we are going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And we'll see you all in the next one. I thought you would have forgot about it then.